So did anyone do the Patreon last night? Good, I can do the same class as I did last night. Is there anyone out there? No, that's marvellous. I'm just broadcasting blind. That's great. Sometimes they arrive later. Okie dokie. How are you all feeling? Grateful for a week off? Okay, I was very grateful for a week off, and I only did one yoga practice. It was very nice, but I only did one. But so when we were sitting there planning our perfect camper van, I was like, well, we are going to have to create enough room for a yoga mat. So we are practicing today, honouring the theme of the autumn equinox. So you kind of had some of this theme yesterday, a little bit. So the autumn equinox is this weekend, and it's the point where the sun is halfway on its journey towards the southern hemisphere. It's where it goes over the equator effectively and then moves into the southern hemisphere. And it means we're halfway between midsummer and midwinter. Doesn't feel too bad at the moment, does it, really, considering? And it's, for me, it's my favourite time of the year. Absolutely my favourite time of the year. And as we drove home from Norfolk and we came past the tunnel, what's Hind's Head Tunnel, the trees there are going blood red, like an autumn that I've only ever seen in the Rockies before. So I think we're in for the most incredible autumn colours this year. So get outside, get to some woods, and really notice that, because it's going to be incredible. It's the time of year when nature is dying off. It's part of a cycle of renewal and rebirth. And if you want to, you could actually tie it in with the waxing and the waning rhythms of the moon. The waxing being when things grow, so that's the springtime. The waning is the autumn, when things are dying off, if you like. So we see it in the moon cycles, we see it in the tides, we see it in every single breath. So each breath is just a reminder of how we are intricately connected to these rhythms. Far greater rhythms than our individual self, but we are so interlinked. And waning, the dying off part of any cycle, is a precious time of rest and renewal. And as women who have menstruated for many years, we know that there is a natural calling during waning, as we move into the moon cycle, to rest and to heal and to restore. We don't often honour it. We keep battling through. But actually, if we were to be completely in tune, we would go to the red tent and we would rest with the other women for 3 or 4 days. And then we'd come back out. And I think it's a really good idea. I don't, and I think maybe our Jewish friends had were actually maybe looking after us rather than removing us because we were dirty. Maybe they were just saying, ladies, have this space. And go into your red tent. And so in our practice today, we're going to have a little think about autumn so that you can consciously and intentionally pass over into this part of the year and honor its energies. So has anybody got any asanas they would particularly like me to work on this morning? All right, here you are. All right. Lie down, please, on your mats. And take your legs slightly apart and let your feet relax out to the sides. And take your arms away from the body and turn your palms up to face the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out with a soft sigh through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And closing the mouth and breathing through your nose. Inhale and guide the breath deep down into the belly space and let the belly swell. And exhale and relax the belly completely and let it drift towards the spine. Begin to slow your out breath down. So you can really appreciate the waning half of the breath. And maybe you can visualize in your mind's eye the peak of the inhalation being like a full moon, and the exhalation taking you towards the dark phase of the moon. And as you breathe out, soften. Soften the space between your eyebrows. The space between your shoulder blades. The lower back. And honor this moment of rest. Honor this moment for you to restore and to heal. And turning your palms down to face the ground. On an in-breath, slowly float the arms towards the ceiling and the sky. And exhale and gently take the arms behind you. Relax the arms on the floor behind you. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, give the right-hand side of your body a lovely stretch. The fingers away, the heel away, point through into your toes. And then relax. Taking a deep breath in. And breathing out, stretching through the left-hand side of your body, the fingers away, the heel away, pointing through into your toes. And then relax. Enjoying a deep breath in. And breathing out, giving the whole of your body a lovely stretch. And then relax. Breathing in, slowly float your arms up towards the sky. And breathing out, bring the arms beside your body. Relaxing the arms here, take a deep breath in. And on the out breath, turn your head gently to the right. Inhale, come to the center. And breathing out and look to the left. Inhale, center. Breathe out, look right. Breathe in, center. And breathe out, look left. And breathe in gently back to the middle. Bend the knees and hug your knees up towards your chest. With your hands lightly on your knees, turn your knees in a circle. And then turn the knees the other way. And then be still. Crossing your ankles, reach your arms around and find your feet. And then with an in-breath, roll gently up to sitting. Sitting on your mat. Inhale and reach the hands up into the prayer position above your head. And as you exhale, pull your hands down, elbows to shoulder height. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach the elbows back, look up. And as you exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Again, inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, pull the elbows down to shoulder height. Inhale, peel the elbows back, lift the gaze. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Last time, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, peel the heart open, look up. And exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Just pause for a moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Use the out breath to settle you. Then take a breath in. And breathe out. Take the hands down to the floor and walk your hands forward onto the earth. And bring your neck somewhere comfortable. And breathe yourself into the moment. Have a conscious awareness of the earth beneath you, supporting you. The earth itself gathering all of the autumnal leaves that are falling upon it, ready to compost them down so that the earth itself can become richer, ready for the new seeds that we'll plant in the spring. And we'll inhale and walk the hands slowly in towards us. And exhale and release our feet. And maybe just make a few little circles with the feet. One way and then the other. So traditionally, this time of year is one of gratitude. It's where we look at the harvest that we have gathered over the previous months, and we give thanks for that. So just come to stillness for a moment, take the hands behind you, close your eyes, and I just want you just to think for a moment of that which you are grateful for, that which you have gleaned in the last season of fruitfulness. What have you learnt? What are you grateful for? And then we'll take a lovely deep breath in. And opening our eyes, just rock the knees over to the right. Inhale, bring the knees up. And exhale, take the knees over to the left. And you're just warming up the hips very kindly. Just a few more. Just feeling the gratitude in the fascia. Yeah. And sometimes we come to the mat, especially if we've had a week off or a little bit longer off or however long it was. And you can actually feel your nervous system saying thank you for this work. I remember going to one of Della's classes when I was in the middle of all of my training for the triathlon a few years ago. And it was a very simple routine, a very simple sequence. And because I was just being guided through it, there's this immense sense of gratitude from every cell in my body for this practice. And it was very profound. And somebody had that experience last night. They just went, oh, I can feel everything within me saying, thank you, I need this. So yeah, just be awake to your body's needs. Okay, let's cross the ankles and come over onto the hands and the knees. And we're going to inhale and drop the belly and lift the gaze and look up. And exhale and round the spine and bring the right knee in to kiss the forehead. And then we'll inhale and lift the right leg up behind us. And we'll do it mindfully. So press into the heel, press into the inner heel, have the toes pointing down, and then lift your gaze. And then on your next out breath, point the toes as you draw the knee into the forehead. And inhale and lift and look up. And just flow in time with your own seasonal breath. Try not to hold the breath at any stage, just flow from one direction to the other. Straighten your leg. And as you exhale, I invite you to really suck the lower belly right in and up. So you're actually squeezing your midriff. And then next time the leg is lifted, keep it there. And you're going to just lower the toes down to the floor. And I want you to find a neutral back, neither arched nor flexed. And hold it in place through the muscles of your core. Inhale. And as you exhale, keeping the back still, float the leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. So you're doing this without arching the back. Good. And keep the head fairly still if you want to. Little lesser arch, Tina. That's better. Little less arch, Sharon. That's better. Might feel that you can't lift the leg as high. Take your hands a little wider, Alex. Spread your fingers wide and try not to collapse through your shoulders. Keep pushing the floor away from you. And then next time that leg is lifted, keep it there. Come light up onto the left fingertips. And then inhale and stretch the left leg, left arm away, I beg your pardon. Thumb up towards the sky. And just check into whether you have actually arched your back. And then the hand comes down and the knee comes down. And we'll come up onto our knees. Press the tops of the feet to the floor. Have the hands to the back. Press down. Drop the pubis down and lift the heart up. Take the front of your throat towards the back of your neck. Peel your elbows back and open your heart. And breathe deeply. Then push through the knees, keep the head back until you inhale all the way up. And exhale, take the fingertips to the floor, turn the toes under and just roll your heels. I'll take my feet wider. So you're kind of rolling almost towards a crouch and just round the feet. Just mobilizing the ankles, the toes and the plantar fascia. And then next time the knees come down, keep the toes turned under and walk your hands forward. Stretching through the soles of your feet, through the toe joints. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, bring your heart between your hands. Keep the bottom up. And inhale and glide all the way through. And let's just come to a gentle sphinx. So take the elbows just in front of your shoulders, tops of the feet to the floor. Pull your heart forward. Take the front of your throat towards the back of your neck. Lift the corners of your mouth. And when we can really begin to appreciate the cyclical nature of the universe, the cycles that we move through, then it's never a dying off. It's simply an ending so that we can begin again. And the same with the breath. When the breath enters us, it's created a vacuum for which the new breath can be born into. So it is with autumn. We celebrate the casting off of the old so that we can create the new. Inhale. And then we come gently out of the posture. Slide the hands back under the shoulders and push back up onto our hands and our knees. And then we'll inhale and drop the belly and lift the gaze and look up. And this time as we exhale, it's the left knee that comes in to kiss the forehead. And then we'll inhale and lift the left leg up behind us, toes pointing towards the earth. And then exhale, knee into forehead. And we'll flow backwards and forwards with this. Keep the toes pointing down towards the floor and keep the legs straight. Reach into the inner heel. That leg isn't straight, honey. That's straight. You feel the difference. And then next time that leg is lifted, I can't remember what we did. I think we'll just take the toes gently down to the floor. That feels right. And then we'll find our neutral back. And then what we'll do is we'll reset the breath. We'll inhale. And keeping the back flat, we'll exhale and lift the leg. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. And you're all the time keeping the lower belly connected via pubis and lower ribs. Keep the weight even in the hands. That's lovely, Helen. Try not to arch your back, Alex, too much. Yeah, keep pushing that floor away. That's better. So your kidneys all here get puffed up. That's nice, Jenny. That's super. And then next time that leg's lifted, let's keep it there. Keep the support of the lower ribs. Come up on your right fingertips and inhale and send the right arm away. Inhale and exhale. The hand comes down and the left knee comes down. And we'll slowly come back up onto our knees. Hands to the back for baby camel. Press down through the tops of the feet. Front of the throat towards the back of the neck. Pubis dives down. Heart lifts up. Ribs lift up out of the pelvis. And then we curl back into ourselves. And then pushing down through the knees, inhale, come up, lifting the head last. And exhale, fingertips to the floor, turn the toes under, and just roll your heels down to the mat a few times, backwards and forwards. And then we'll press the heels down towards the earth and just come to a gentle forward bend. Spread your toes wide on the mat, feet hip distance apart, and take your hands and wrap them around the opposite elbow. And just roll your weight in a circle. Make that earth connection. So important at this time of year. We're moving from the air cycle of summer to the damp, earthy cycles of autumn. And that has an emotional flavour to it. We call this rasa. It's a more contemplative time of the year, full of forgiveness, reflection and restoration. If you've rolled one way with your weight, then change direction and roll the other. And then come to stillness. Release your hands. Hang your head. Spread your toes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the tailbone and slowly roll up bone by bone by bone. Soften your knees as you do that, Jenny. It's just kinder to the back. And bring yourself all the way up to standing. Feet are strong and hip distance apart. Inhale, the hands come up into the prayer position above the head. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Cactus arms. Inhale, elbows back, heart open. Exhale, the hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pull down with strength. Inhale, open your heart. And exhale, draw the hands back. Again. And then we'll pause. Take the weight into your left foot, turn your right heel in. And fix your gaze on something that won't wobble. And pick up your left foot and bring it to the, right foot and bring it to the inside of your left, into tree, Vikrasana. And then when you're ready, let your branches reach up to find the light. Spread into the twigs of your fingers and turn your palms up towards the sky. Thumbs reaching back. Keep those thumbs reaching as wide as you can. Thumbs wide, other way. Roll your hands the other way, Helen. That's it. And then we'll take a deep breath in. And breathe out and bring the hands back to the heart. And then gently release the foot down. Spread the toes on the right foot. Turn the left heel in. And then slowly but surely invite the left heel as high up as is comfortable and appropriate for you. Fix your gaze. And then inhale and slowly reach the arms up towards the sky. You can take the arms apart. And it's okay if you're a bit wobbly. Nature's never still. There's always something moving. Don't pull your shoulders up by your ears. Relax your shoulders down and let your branches of your arms grow up out of the shoulder joint. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring the hands back down to the heart. Inhale. And exhale and release and bring your feet together. Bring your hands to your hips. Feet hip distance apart, spread the toes wide. Inhale, chest opens. And on the out breath, come forward, hollowing your belly. And take the hands down to the backs of your legs. And as you work with the hands on the backs of the legs, the fingertips point down. Those of you with the deep forward bend, the fingers come to the back of the heel, but there's no rush to get anywhere. Perhaps tip your weight a little bit further forward towards the front of your feet. Keep the heels on the floor though. And let the head hang, really let the head go. So that it feels like one of my ripe pears on the tree. Please take a pear with you on your way out. And we breathe. And we drop back into this ever-present reminder of the cyclical nature of the universe and our place in it. Every microcosm within us echoing that which is going on around the universe. We are simply a small reflection of the macrocosm. And within us, each cell, each atom has its own physics that reflects the physics of the stars. And then we'll inhale and look forward. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Soften the knees, let the tailbone drop, and inhale and lift the heart and look up. And exhale and release. And we'll all turn to our right and take the feet wide apart on the mat. Take the hands to the hips, feet are parallel. Prasariti Padottanasana. Inhale up. And as you exhale, hollow the abdomen and come forward and take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, look forward, find length through the spine. And as you exhale, draw deeper in. And you'll slide the hands a little bit further back, the elbows underneath the wrists, spreading the hands wide. And on each ankle, press the inner ankle towards the outer ankle. And let the waves of relaxation slide down your spine. And again, if each breath is reminding us of the waning rhythms of the universe, and we can picture the moon as we move from a full moon to the dark stage of the moon within each breath, then our energy and our affirmations is oscillating as well within that breath, very subtly. And see if you can feel the ripe potential deep in the emptiness. It's the birthplace of creation. And we'll inhale and look forward. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take them slightly further forward. Come up onto your fingertips. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bend your right knee out to the side. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, bend your left knee out to the side, stretching through the right groin. Inhale, come back. And I want you just to slide back side to side on your breath, feeling into your groin, feeling into your knee joint, and letting the buoyancy of the breath support you. In that fullness of the top of the in-breath, there's that sense of richness. And I want you to accept yourself in all of the glory of fullness. That's it. Just keep exploring that. Moving all the way through to the very bottom of the breath, where there's that place of deep healing, of deep honoring rest, of completely letting go and surrendering up that which does not support you. And then let's come back to the center. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, bring your hands to your hips, a slight bend in the knees. Drop the tailbone, inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, come up to standing. And exhale and release the arms. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2, take the feet a fraction wider apart and turn your left foot out and your right heel away. Inhale, float the arms up to shoulder height. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Take the left knee over the ankle and extend from thumb to thumb. Keep the spine vertical and then look down your left arm. Tuck your left sitting bone on underneath you and push this back heel further away from you, Jenny, much further away. Now keep the toes where they are and just do the heel. That's it, more, more, more. That's it. And then we'll inhale and straighten the front leg. And as we exhale, let's take the right hand towards the left. And then facing the left, drop down and inhale and reach the arms up. And as you exhale, pull the elbows down. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, elbows come down. Inhale, heart opens, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time, inhale, arms come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll inhale and straighten the leg. And exhale and turn the feet round to the right. Take your feet a little wider for me. Everyone, no, you're fine, you're fine. Okay, so from here, Tina, yeah, your back heel a little bit further away. That's it. Face the long side of your mat with your body. Inhale, reach the arms up to shoulder height. And as you exhale, bend your right knee. Alex, your feet need to be further apart. And then push your left heel further away than your toes. So I need it on like that.
Oh.
Yes.
Silly me.
Don't be silly. It's fine. It's not silly at all. And we breathe and we look down the right arm and we align heaven and earth. So heaven is our top chakra and earth is our bottom chakra, aligning the crown and the pelvic floor. Don't let the ribs flare forward. Bend the right knee a little bit more, Helen. Go on. That's it, my lovely. Deep breath in. Don't let the knee fold inwards. You feel how it's rolled? Yes. Cool. And then we'll inhale and straighten the front leg. And exhale, bring your back hand to your front hand and let your ribs follow. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, pull the elbows back, lift the gaze. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, pull the elbows back. Exhale the hands to the heart. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, turn the feet to face forward. Okay, so the feet, we're going to pull our heels in and have our feet out to the side. No. Keep facing the side. Actually, if you and Helen want to turn around and face the other side of the room so you can see what's going on, just don't breathe heavily at Tina. Any heavy breathing in Tina's direction is banned. So yeah, just take your heels a little bit. And you're going to just practice I never did ballet. I was banned from ballet. My mother said I looked like a chicken trying to balance on a barbed wire fence, which I thought was a bit rude, really, and scarred me indefinitely. And has scarred all of my dancing ever since. Anyway, sorry, Mum. But as you come down, the knees are going to go wide. And as you come up, and we're going to keep the crown and the tail in line. So keep pressing those knees as wide as you can. And it's worth working with this. All right, so inhale, come up, float up. And as you exhale, bring the right elbow underneath the left and the hands towards each other. That's it. And the hands are twisting in an anti-clockwise direction. Have the hands slightly away from your face. Lift your elbows up. Breathe in. And breathe out and sink down. And just enjoy that buoyancy. Stay down. Keep pressing the knees wide. And as you do that pressing wide action, you're strengthening up your piriformis, the abductors. Okay, inhale, float back up. Open the arms up. And this time as you exhale, the left elbow comes underneath the right. And when the hands twist, they're twisting in a clockwise direction. Hands slightly away from the face, elbows lifting. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come down into your plie. Press the knees wide. Lift the elbows a little higher. And then inhale and float up. And exhale, step to the front of your mat. And we'll just pause. Close your eyes and just drop into the internal landscape. And notice. Become the witness of what it is that's going on within you. Cultivate a detached witnessing capacity. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, look forward, find length. And exhale and step back into a press-up position. Take a breath in. Breathe out, drop your knees to the floor. Keep your shoulders forward over your hands and slowly come down in a straight line. That's it. Okay. And just come up on your elbows. I just want to have a little talk about awareness. So in meditation traditions and in yoga traditions, there are 3 types of awareness that we cultivate. One type of awareness is absolutely razor sharp on one thing. Okay, so you might be asked to gaze at a candle, for example, or in the practice of your asana, you'll be directed to different parts of your body, won't you? You'll be saying, okay, well, take your awareness into there, take your awareness to the inner ankle, that's what the alignment process is doing. It's absolutely taking your focus and directing it to one thing for a moment and asking you to look at that and cultivate the ability to concentrate at that level. So sometimes that might be your breath. That's the normal perch that we take the mind and rest it on, isn't it? The breath. And then there is the curious awareness, where you're invited to actually go in and investigate, what is it that's going on? What is going on here? externally, internally. What's happening? What am I feeling? And then there is a sweet awareness where you can open up your mind and open up your awareness to be aware of everything all at the same time. And all of these need work. Okay, we need to have the capacity to be able to be, razor sharp in what our attention is being directed to, and the techniques we have for that are things like pratyahara, where we withdraw our senses and we can just focus on one thing. And we need to be able to ask the question and be the detached witness and go, oh, okay, that's anger this morning. Oh, shit, again. Oh, yeah, I'm still human. And we need to be, and then through that, we will be awake to those times when we can actually open our awareness to encompass everything that's going on. Okay. That's got nothing to do with my theme today, but it just came up. So let's notice when the call is directing us to different types of awareness. The elbows underneath the shoulders, the palms in front. Let your heels gently drop out and feel what that does in your hips. So pull your heart forward and create length in your spine. Move the front of your throat towards the back of your neck subtly. And then notice your breath. And breathe with deep focus and awareness and reverence. Because really what we're doing is sacred. And then open your mind as wide as you can. And give space for everything. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out and gently release. Take the elbows wide, take one hand on top of the other hand and rest your forehead on your hands. Okay. And then coming back up onto our elbows. Let's bend the knee. Let me give you a knee to bend. Bend your left knee. And reach back with your left hand and hold the inside of your foot with the thumb up. That's it. Hold the inside. Now, okay, so I want you just to, Karen, look at me. Take the arm out to the side with the thumb up. Now, just reach back. Yeah, you were doing that. Lots of people do. And then you're going to kick the foot away from you. And you can even come up a little bit if you want to on your right hand. Don't shove the shoulder up by your ear though. All right, drop the elbow gently down to the floor and then see if you can lovingly draw the heel in towards your bottom. Just take what you can. Inhale and exhale and release. Left hand. So right hand all the way back. It's amazing how many people do that. And you hold your foot. And then first of all, we'll kick the foot into the hand and the heart comes back, and you might even float the left elbow slightly off the mat. And that's okay because you're held up by the support of the right quadricep doing so much work for you. And then gently coming down with the elbow and just working the heel as close towards your bottom as you can. And if you've been running all summer, you'll be grateful for this one. Yes, that's gratitude you're feeling right now, lest you forget. Lovely. Inhale and exhale and release. Good stuff. Just take the hands one on top of the other under your forehead. Roll your hips from side to side. Let that wave and oscillation massage the tissue very close towards your spine, freeing up the fascia. And fascia is all of the fleshy stuff that isn't bone. It's the veins and the arteries and the walls of those organs that are attached to muscle and skin and fat. And it all gets stiff if it isn't moved. And so regular yoga is fabulous to prevent arterial stiffening. That and drinking lots of water. And we'll gently soften that work. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's push up. And come back onto the knees. And hopefully we're feeling a little bit more inclined and open now as we can move meaningfully into Ustrasana, the camel. So we'll begin again with the gentle version of the work. So hands to the hips, press down through the tops of your feet. Pubic bone drops, heart lifts, front of the throat to the back of the neck, and peel back into yourself. And you'll feel that the flesh is better prepared for this work now. Sharon, are you doing it with the knees together because you're protecting your lower back? No, okay. So that's a nice technique if someone's got a very stiff lower back, but otherwise hip distance apart. So fraction wider. That's perfect. And then when you come up, you push down through your feet and you inhale, come up and lift the head last. So let's turn our toes under. Hands to the hips. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, look down to the right and take the right hand to the right heel. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale and reach back through that left arm. Thumb pointing the floor. And then push down through your feet. Inhale, come up, lift up through the left arm. And exhale, take it down towards your left heel. Look forward and inhale and reach the right arm up. And exhale, draw it back. And keep lifting your heart up. Hips forward. Pubis down, heart lifts. Good. And then push through the feet. Inhale, lift through the arm. And exhale and come back. So I think most people in this room are happier with the toes turned under, looking at it. So we'll keep the hands here. One of the lovely things about yoga is that, or any physical alignment work, is that you kind of get to know where your body is in space at any given time. So it's quite nice to practice not looking at where you're going to place your hand. So put all the actions in place, pubis bone, lift, throat, and then reach your hands back and find your heels. And you can do that without looking because you know where the waypoint of your heels is in space. If that's too much, Tina, keep with the hands on the back. Get those hips forward. That's it, Liz. Well done. If you just want to take your hands, your fingertips to your heels, that's fine too. Good. And then we'll push down through the feet, inhale and come up. That's your homework. And exhale and release. So big toes come together, knees stay slightly apart. And we'll just take the belly forward and relax down into the pose of the child. And as the breath flows in, say, I accept myself as I am. And as the breath flows out, say, I live in gratitude. And at the very bottom of the breath, before it turns to flow back in again, say, I give myself permission to take rest and to heal. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly roll up bone by bone. Hands come in front, turn the toes under, and come onto your feet. So we've done lots of work today to open up these toe joints and I want you to get your heels really high up over your toes, and we'll take the first 4 inches above the elbow to the inner knee and take the hands down to the mat. Turn the hands slightly in towards each other and bend your elbows so that you can feel a shelf for the knees to rest on. Okay, hands a bit wider for me, Tina. That's it, and not quite so turned in, that's not very subtle. There we go. Okay, so now begin to lift your bottom, round your back, and looking in front of your hands about 1/2 meter, begin to drop your shoulders as you take the weight towards the fingertips. The shoulders have got to drop down for the heels to come up. Lovely, nice. That's it. Okay, Alex, you need to look about 40 centimeters in front of your fingertips. So you're actually looking about there. No, don't move your hands, just look there. Bend your elbows, that's it. And it's this, and it might be too much for your wrists, okay? But one of the things you can do is you can roll up your mat and you can take the heel of your hand onto the mat and your fingertips off the mat, and that will release, try it up there, that will release your wrists a little bit and help. I'm not saying you go all the way up straight away, bit further forward, the heel of the hand 1/2 inch further forward. That's it, yes. Now fingertips on the floor. Bring the knees up to your arms. Walk your feet forward. That's it. Okay, now reset. Heels of the hand, fingertips have got to be off the mat. That's it. Look forward, so you're looking about here. Keep looking forward. That's it. That's exactly where you need to be. Hands could perhaps be a fraction wider. Perfect. Right, anyone else I can help with this one? You were looking as if you were there. You were just the dropping of the shoulder. Look slightly forward. Slightly, that's it. Practice lifting the right foot off first. Okie dokie. And then we'll gently release. How's your knee now? Is it still?
Yeah. I know.
Oh, sweetie.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to get it scanned or something.
How long's it been now? A month?
5 weeks on Friday.
Where's the pain?
Yeah.
Up into the thigh?
No, just all around the knee. It's yeah, it's just.
Are you taking anti-inflammatories?
No.
Take some anti-inflammatories. Give it an opportunity to calm down. I know with knee injuries, falling off bikes and banging knees and that kind of thing, they take a while to settle down. So don't build a story around them, but give them the best chance to heal. So some anti-inflammatories and lots of anti-inflammatory type food. Don't take stuff that's going to inflame your body anyway. So stay clear of the wheat. And turmeric is a really good anti-inflammatory as well. So you can go to the health food shop. You can get a really strong dose of turmeric. It's called something else. It begins with a C. Anyone know?
Curcumin?
Pardon?
With curcumin?
Curcumin, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. But turmeric has something in it that they take out and then they give you a high dose. It's not cheap, but it's a really cracking anti-inflammatory. So take that, and then maybe at night after some food, some ibuprofen if your body allows you to. But lots of low inflammatory food, and give it another month, and just keep working it lovingly. Don't force anything. But they do take a while to settle. But have you got a bike?
Yeah.
You'd be better off cycling, but make sure you're cycling in a really low, high gear or low gear. You know where it's really easy and you can spin fast, whatever that is, high or low. And just make sure that you're not putting any strain on it. But cycling is better than running for knees because it's more linear.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go paddleboard in shallow water. Note to self.
It's funny because I put that in all of my teacher trainings when I teach the guys, but I've never actually met anyone who's injured themselves doing it. So you are my case study.
There you go.
Right, let's work with Bandha Konasana, please. So bring the soles of your feet together. It's quite nice just to take the fingers behind you and just kind of press yourself forward a little bit. Take the weight off. Is that okay for it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you're ready, just take a few breaths here, really lifting up. Okay, and then release. Take your hands down to your toes. Lift your heels. I'm just on one piece of different paving and then the other on different buttocks. And then you're going to inhale and lift one leg up. It doesn't need to straighten. Exhale down. Inhale the other leg up. And exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale down. Inhale left. And exhale down. And then release the feet down. Lift your heart. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale and come forward. And if you want, you could just take your hands down to the floor again and just to honor the ground, the Mother Earth. And just closing your eyes, I want you to visualize a tree beginning to lose its leaves. And in the same way that the tree is ridding itself of unnecessary burden for the winter months ahead, leaves have done their job and the tree is grateful for them. But now the tree needs to lose the leaves so that it can withstand the winds of the winter ahead and to rest and heal, ready for the next season. And I want you to consider what leaves it is that you need to lose before this winter. Inhale, look up. And exhale and release. Fab. Take your legs wide apart. Move the flesh away from your sitting bones. Press your heels lightly down into the floor. Take your fingertips behind you and push your pubis forward. You feel your pubis dropping into the space in front of you. Feel the sitting bones coming out behind you. And if you can't feel that, then you're going to stay here. If you can feel that there's space for your pubis to drop forward, then you can begin to bring your hands forward. And there's a sense of your sitting bones beginning to light up behind you and lift behind you, no matter where you're working. And don't lead with your chin. Keep your neck nice and long and your collarbones wide. Lightly press your heels down into the floor. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe right into your center, to your solar center. And as you exhale, breathe out into the extremities, your heels, your crown, your tailbone. And we work with what we've got, with gratitude. And there is integrity in a pose that is done with kindness. And inhale and slowly walk yourself all the way up. And exhale and bring your right heel in. Let's take a twist to the right. Take your left hand over to your right knee. Your right hand can either come to the floor behind you, or it might even just peek out by your left waist, like a little child looking around the corner. And then look, settle back into both sitting bones and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look forward. And exhale and release. Turn and face your left leg. You might want to just bring that knee a little bit further forward as you turn and face the leg. And try and square your collarbones up with that left leg. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, go forward into Yana Sirsasana. Breathing through acceptance, forgiveness, gratitude into constructive rest. And then we'll inhale and lift our hearts and look up. And exhale and release. Stretch the right leg out and bring our left leg in. We'll take a twist to the left. Right hand comes to the knee. Left hand either to the floor behind us, or maybe it'll come all the way around by the right inner thigh. Press lightly down through the right heel. Let no part of yourself be forgotten. And as you settle into the pose, your attention moves from specific, as you rearrange the body, to curious. How do I feel when I'm aligned in this way? To open and wide and compassionate. Inhale, look forward. And exhale and release. Turn and face your right leg. Inhale, heart lifts, look up. And exhale and draw in. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale and release. We're going to do a little pranayama, so please bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. If you've brought a block or a cushion, most of us benefit from sitting upon that. So sitting tall, sitting posture steady and strength within your spine. Muscles relaxed and yet alert. Turn your palms down on your knees. Begin to deepen the breath. As you exhale, empty the lungs completely. And we'll inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue in silence. The quality of the breath is smooth and strong. As you exhale, bring a gentle tone to your pelvic floor. Now, if you've noticed your mind wandering away from the work, that's normal. But you witness that process and bring it back. And making the work slightly more challenging now, we're not going to count the breath. You're going to work to an approximate rhythm where the out breath is half again as long as the in breath. Don't build any tension into your body as you concentrate. And keep the tone of the pelvic floor as you exhale. Making this your last exhalation with this work. And when you're ready to breathe back in again, take a lovely recovery breath. Deep inhalation and exhalation. And then we pause for a moment with a sense of completion. Just as nature herself is winding up with a sense of completion, her work of growth this year. As you inhale, slowly reach the arms up into the prayer position above your head. And exhale and gently draw the hands down to the heart. I give myself permission to rest and to heal. Gently releasing the hands, lie down on the earth for Shavasana, please. Legs come slightly apart, feet relaxed out to the sides, and the arms are away from our body with the palms facing up. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out with a soft sigh. And again, deep breath in through the nose and out with a soft sigh. If you can practice cultivating a sense of completeness, just as nature has completed her cycle, even a glimmer right now in this moment with the little things in life, there is a chance that you would be better able to cope with those aspects of mind that keep telling you that you are not there yet, and not happy, and not yet fulfilled. You might learn that you are complete, whole, just as you are. Taking a long, slow, deep breath in and out of your body. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Move your arms away and enjoy a lovely stretch. Just check into your nostrils, your left or your right nostril, and ascertain which nostril is the most open, which nostril is the breath flowing most easily through. Then bend your knees and roll to that side. And then bring yourself slowly to sitting. Bringing your hands lightly in front of your heart, let's chant one Om together. Deep breath in. Om Shanti, 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 Om. Namaste. God bless. Have a lovely week. See you soon. There you go. Winner, winner.